Hey guys, I'm here with Lizzy Picardi. She is a strength athlete, strength and conditioning coach out of Los Angeles, California. She was here in Austin this weekend for a half marathon, hit a PR, did a phenomenal job, and then turned around, ran 11 miles with me this morning, and then kicked my ass in a strength workout. I was very tired, but she can just recover instantaneously, apparently. So looking forward to sharing that workout with you guys. We started with some core stuff, went through some Olympic lifting, some heavy squats, a bunch of machine stuff. It was a pretty tough leg day, and got to learn more about Lizzy and her background, and her experience as a coach and in the fitness industry. So if you're interested in all that, learning more about Lizzy, stick around, capture a workout. Lizzy, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So you started like in the strength world for a long time, and like running has been a relatively new endeavor for you. You're crushing it, but like you've only been running seriously for like a handful of years. Has that shown up for you like in your coaching and stuff now that like your own training is kind of going a different direction? If so, like what does that look like, and where do you see like your coaching and your business and stuff
Oh, that is
going
a good question.
now that you're like in this kind of new world yourself as an athlete?
Yeah, when I first started, so I've done everything. I've like taught spin classes, I've taught yoga. That's where I started, actually yoga teacher training, back in the day. So I started teaching yoga, and then I got into powerlifting, taught CrossFit classes, and then taught just powerlifting. For a while, I had some athletes. And then I did more transformation, like physique coaching for a little bit, and nutrition coaching. So I did that for quite a bit, maybe from all during COVID when people were working out at home.
Yeah.
So that was mostly strength and physique coaching. And now my favorite thing is to coach running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how much like, without even trying, like I don't really try to advertise my coaching services to like very specific people.
Yeah.
But like inevitably I find just like athletes gravitate towards me that like are doing exactly what I'm doing. So
I was
like,
gonna say that.
when I'm running more, like I get athletes who are like running more. It's like you don't even have to try, it just like happens.
No, it's just like people, I mean, it's best just to lead by example always. Yeah. And then people want to do what you're doing. So now I'm getting mostly strength athletes who want to start running, which has been really fun.
Yeah, I definitely get more strength athletes who want to add running than like runners who want to add strength.
I know, I feel like that's a harder convincing, it's hard to convince runners and rock climbers to start
Got a rock climber
training.
right here behind the camera, working on him.
I think the fear of gaining weight for runners and climbers is a topic for sure. But yeah, I would love to work with a runner.
I know they're out there, like, you know, runners that maybe stumbled upon this. If you're out there and you want to lift more, reach out. Being a bike commuter in Minneapolis was tough sometimes, like, because like a 5-mile ride in the summer, no big deal. But then in the winter, it could be like a foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah. Did you have a fat bike?
Fat bike.
Fuck, that's so cool. That's awesome.
Like I remember one time we had a blizzard come in and I woke up extra early to get to the gym. I had clients starting at 6. So I woke up really early. There was so much snow on the ground, I couldn't even ride my fat tire.
Yeah.
So I like got out there and I'm like, shit, I just have to walk it. So like I walked my bike to the gym through like 5 miles of snow.
Yeah.
Got there, and then one by one, my clients were all like canceling. They're like, there's too much snow, I'm not coming in. I'm like,
yeah.
Great.
No, that's the one thing. I'm like, could I train this hard and not have a car?
And it's like, I might go back to being carless, I don't know.
Oh, it's too narrow.
There you go.
This is weird without shoes.
Yeah, definitely tougher. And if you catch it high, it's all right, but getting all the way down there's tough.
Yeah, that's enough for that.
So I'm curious about this, like with your strength goals, like doing some of this kind of work. Do you have Oli goals, or like what's with the snatch balance for you? I'm curious.
I don't know. Coach actually just put them in there, and I was like, okay.
Question for Alex.
I mean, I do like being able just to do anything. It's just nice.
We go 155.
But I don't have any goals with it. The amount of work to actually get good at weightlifting,
Yeah.
because there's such that technical aspect to it, I think I just don't want to put the effort into it right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think especially if you like don't go super heavy and just like do some Oli variations up to like a RPE 6 or something to start a session. It's like a good warm up.
Yeah.
Just like feels good.
Yeah, next time we'll do a gymnastics day. I'll get my back tuck and you'll get
Yeah.
your press up.
Deal. You should try to do, that's a good hybrid goal, like back tuck, sub-3 marathon same day or like something like that.
I feel like it'd be cool to like cross the finish line doing a back tuck. That's kind of a,
I think it'd be easier to do it at the start line. Like after a marathon, I bet my vertical is like 10 inches.
I always just want to like dive roll through the finish line for some reason.
Oh man, it's been a second since I've done these. Oof, ugly. Ugh. Oh, it was gross.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I don't trust my wrist at all,
Yeah.
so it's like
Hey, you did
scary.
it. It counted.
I like thought about dumping it for a second.
Lifting's easier than running too.
It is. So I think, okay, I'll be curious on your take. So
Yeah.
to me, like hybrid training principles look a little bit different when you're working with a strength athlete who's adding running versus a runner who's adding strength. Like
Yeah.
the priorities and common mistakes. I would say that for a strength athlete adding running, like you just have to be really careful with the load management and like really slow and gradual, because you can easily just like destroy someone with like running too much.
Yeah.
Whereas like runners, I feel like they have, or like endurance athletes in general, they have the aerobic capacity and the like mental focus and,
Oh, I
and
did
stamina.
work with an endurance athlete.
They can do it all. Like you can just throw them in the gym and like give them a shit ton of volume and like they'll survive. But I think sometimes their mistake is they want to turn the gym into more endurance training.
Yeah.
And so they'll gravitate towards volume, where it's like trying to push them to just like, no, you don't need to do 20 reps of everything.
I was working
know?
with a cyclist in person who wanted to start adding strength training, but he would come to the gym like an hour before, start warming up, which was lifting. And then we would lift for an hour and then he wouldn't leave.
Yeah.
He was there for 3 hours.
Yeah. And then they're like, it takes so long. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the next thing. So I think like with an endurance athlete, you have to show them how to lift heavy and almost hold them back and be like, go home and rest or
yeah.
do something else.
Yeah. It's like do a set of 5, like really heavy. Let's get in and out of here in like 30 minutes and then go do your sport. Like go run. Like if you want more endurance training, go do more endurance training.
Yeah.
I think that's tough mentally for them to like flip that switch and like understand that the gym is meant to give them what endurance training is not giving them. It's not meant to just double down. But once they do, I think they realize like, oh, I can get a lot out of just like 2 30-minute sessions or something like
Yeah.
that.
But I think I can handle, and I know my running mileage isn't that high yet, but I think I can handle the intensity because I strength train.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think it
pretty-
definitely adds durability. Like,
Yeah.
and especially a workout like today, like you did a fair amount of volume, you know, of legs. And I think that makes tolerating the mileage easier, especially if you like make some trade-offs. Like if you cut your strength volume a little bit, you could probably handle so many more miles and you'd feel totally fine.
Yeah.
And like be able to ramp up faster than someone who like doesn't strength train and wants to go from 40 miles to 60 miles, I think a lot of people would feel like that was a really big jump.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I was doing 30 to 40 miles a week and high volume strength training. And then I cut my strength training volume down and just like jumped straight to 60 to 70 miles a week. And it sucked for like a month and then it was
And then
fine.
you got,
Yeah. So I think it allows you to make those sorts of jumps faster without getting hurt and stuff.
Yeah. Well, this is a thicker bar.
Oh, you're used to the women's bar?
Yeah.
Nice. Your technique looks really solid. Crisp.
Thank you.
So in terms of like your training, balancing the running and the lifting, it's always like the most common question I get probably is around just the nuances of how to do both. And I often tell people like the most important thing is just get the work in. But there are probably some mistakes to avoid in terms of like stacking workouts together.
Yeah.
Any like big advice that you have or things you've learned over the years that make sense for you in terms of how to do both at a high level?
I think that you're going to be a little tired. And then once you actually kind of rest, like I won't deadlift right before a race, and then everything feels so easy at the race, which is when it matters.
Yeah.
For me, the mental fatigue is what hits me the fastest. So I'll just arrange workouts for days like work-wise. If it's a really hard workout, like I don't want to train 6 clients right before.
Too easy.
I don't squat the day after my long run.
Yeah.
So I'll start my week with bench pressing and then like kind of ease back into the week.
Yeah, sure.
I think it really depends like where you're coming from too. Like, are you trying to get into hybrid training and like starting from both new at both of them, which is different from being like, oh, I'm already really strong. Because I can do a workout like this and I won't get sore.
Yeah.
Where like,
to me, like the soreness piece, like I think that's one of the simplest and easiest things to fix.
yeah,
That makes hybrid training so much harder than it needs to be is when you have excess novelty and you're like doing new stuff in the gym all the time, and then you're getting sore from mixing up your program.
yeah.
And you're like running on sore legs where it's like,
So my training's really boring.
yeah,
It's like
boring,
this
boring training. Like, don't mix it up when you have to, because then you won't get that sore.
Yeah.
And it's just so much easier, like just to get in the rhythm. Like once you get that, I think I heard the term golden microcycle first from Angus Bradley, but he's like all about the golden microcycle. Like nail down what's a really good week and just hammer it. And just like hit that golden microcycle again and again and again. And don't change it up till you have to. That to me is like one of my biggest pieces of advice for people.
I think the time balance is the hardest thing, to be fully honest.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to be training that much every day?
Yeah, the second session of the day, for me, like I train twice most days.
Yeah.
And that second session is often like, not so much physically hard, it's just like, doesn't fit. It's like I need to do so many things and I still have to get in that session. And mentally, I just want to get everything else done.
I think, and it's kind of actually helped me, is you can't like, I can't ego lift. Like I know if I, which I did, like I deadlifted too heavy.
It's so fun though.
But then like I was doing like threshold, like really fast intervals with like a surge and then holding threshold. And my like hips were like my lower back was, and I was like, that was my fault. Like that was just ego lifting. If I had deadlifted 20 pounds lighter, it would have been fine. So I think it's just knowing what that is for you.
I think the fitter you get, the more value there is in sub-maximal work.
Yeah.
It's like for newer athletes, I'm usually trying to push them to experience what training harder is like, but with a more advanced hybrid athlete, it's like trying to get them to see how much value they can get out of RPE 6 and 7.
Yes, and someone who's like almost deadlifting triple their body weight.
Yeah.
That RPE 10 is way different. I'll
Right.
show you. The lift took more than 10 seconds.
Like my beginners, I have them train, like most of their time in the gym with my beginners is RPE 8, 9.
Yeah.
Most of the time in the gym for my advanced athletes is 6, 7.
That was kind of easy. That's it for today.
That's it?
Yeah. Here, you want to see the deadlift I shouldn't have pulled? Just doing stupid shit. I had like coached for 8 hours. It was a Saturday. It took like 2 seconds to break off the ground.
You're gonna feel that.
So like, I don't need to be doing stuff. Like that's when,
Yeah, you can't get away with as much of that on a hybrid program.
no, I felt like it felt horrible. I had a long run the next day and then a hard run on Tuesday. And I felt it for a full week. So I think just like managing how hard you're going for each session, knowing that it has you need to pay for it.
The recovery from mistakes takes longer because you have so much more stuff, you're just piling on top of it.
Yeah. I think also learning like how to actually eat enough food was really important.
So in here this was 100 grams of carbs that I'm just like sipping on post run to be able to get through this, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
Yeah, so it was like drinking calories. There was at one point where I wasn't eating enough and I was like losing a pound a week from running.
Yeah.
So whenever my workouts do feel like, I think mentally I notice that I'm training too hard before physical. I'm like, I don't want to work out.
Yeah. I think paying attention to those early warning signs, especially as a more advanced athlete, like I know a lot of people are like, well, if I listen to my body, I would never want to train, you know? But I think once you're advanced enough, and like you really do generally love training, then you can start
and you're not usually like, I'm excited to go lift every day. And if I'm not, I'm like,
You keep missing.
oops, it's the cleans.
Hey, at least your shirt's tight enough. It's just like.
But sometimes it's like, oh, do I just need to eat more? You know?
Carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs and sleep, man, like. It's some magic.
I also think like trying to know why you're doing it. I think a lot of people think they need to spend so much time working out and they might not actually like to.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm trying to do more of this type of stuff. Like what I like about the Olympic lifting stuff
Yeah.
is you can get like really high efforts and you don't feel as trashed
No.
compared to like grinding through a max deadlift. You just
Yeah.
like.
I might even start switch over to just doing more power cleans and pulls because they don't feel like, at this point, a max effort deadlift will like make me tired for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, the recovery cost of like snatches and stuff is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that wrist is not. I don't think my wrist is ready for those yet.
It's still feeling a little.
Yeah, I just like have no confidence in that catch.
Was it a clean?
Snowboarding. I like fell snowboarding and crushed my wrist.
That is the one bummer about being so small. I feel like my weights are they're so light and sad.
I resonate with that for sure.
What do you mean? I mean,
all the guys I work out with are like over 200 pounds.
Oh. I bought, you know the powerlifting plates?
Yeah.
Like the calibrated?
Yeah.
It looks even like more pathetic. Like,
Oh yeah, they're tiny. I was working out with Coach Q Physio
yeah.
in here last week, and
He's a big dude, yeah?
Yeah, we decided to share the bar. So he was doing like speed front squats, and I was like grinding through back squats with the same weight.
Did you see they made a rule for how low the bar could be in the IPF handbook?
I saw some.
And the necklace stuff?
Yeah. There you go. I don't have anything against leg press. Like I know some people are like kind of hate on it.
Yeah.
But still, it's not something I generally program very much, just because there's other machines I like a lot more.
I think I like the hack squat better.
I love hack squat. So as such, I haven't really leg pressed in like hardly ever. Like when I was young, I did it a little bit, and I haven't really done it in like 10 years. But now it's one of the only machines we have in here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get back into it.
Is it still a warm up for you?
I have no idea. I haven't done it. I tested this out once. This is my second set of leg press in like 10 years.
Because we have a heavy AMRAP and a lighter AMRAP.
It's not too bad.
I can lift really slow. Two more.
Let's go. Push, push, push.
One more. I got it.
Yeah, you got it. Nice. Solid.
Oh my God. I'm sweating. I went to a powerlifting meet and there were some geared powerlifters
Yeah.
benching like 600 pounds.
That's crazy shit.
I couldn't watch it. Two more?
One. Okay. Let me go down a little
Got
bit.
it?
Yeah. Whew.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do 225 and do an hammer there.
All right.
See, not too bad of a workout.
It's more leg volume than I've been doing. But it's fine. I've been doing full body, so it's like
Oh yeah?
I'll do kind of one squatty movement, one hingey movement, and then like one or two lighter machines. And then that's it, 'cause then I got upper body stuff too.
I feel like if I do full body, I just take too much time working out.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm like on it, I'll do like 3 90-minute full body sessions. But if I'm taking my time or responding to emails between sets or training with a friend, it can easily be 2+ hours.
This one's harder.
You got it, come on. Let's go.
That's enough.
I feel like that was a mental, I'm done with this.
I think so, but I think that's okay. No?
Yeah, it was fine.
Do I have to do 5 more?
No, you're good. We still got split squats and lunges, so I'm good with my like one good set on this one. If we got 2 more things. What's your vision to like get to the 237 that you want to get in the marathon?
So it's like, I feel like especially the past maybe, because all summer I only ran about 25 to 30 miles a week. So ramping up, so I did the marathon Twin Cities, right?
Yeah.
And started training. That was like the first training day for CIM.
Yeah.
And then after that, my mileage did go up to about 4750. And I think the past 2 months I've gotten so much faster. Like, why add more mileage right now if I'm still progressing at this rate?
I think that's a good call.
So like, if it's working, why add miles just to add them? If it slows down or I'm not reaching my goal. So for Boston, I wasn't quite as fit as I needed. And we did do 2 weeks of 65 miles. And it did make me fitter fast.
Yeah.
But if I don't need that right now.
I think people misunderstand volume in that they look at like the pretty clear relationship between like faster runners run more miles, you know?
Yeah.
And they see like, oh, if like runners that are running the time that I want to run are running X amount of miles, they think they can just force it. And it's like, yeah, you probably should get to that mileage, but it's not an automatic thing where it's like, you don't just run 100 miles in a week and then you're automatically fast. Like if you jump to that mileage too soon, then the quality drops too much.
Right.
And then it doesn't like translate the way that you want it to. So I think having like a strategic long-term volume progression versus like just arbitrarily choosing like, oh, I'm going to be an 80-mile-a-week runner because all the fast people are doing that.
I don't think I need that right now.
Like you said, I think if you're making progress on a certain mileage, don't fix what's not broken.
Yeah.
Like run that, like get to the end of that runway and then add more mileage for sure.
And I still have like a hard, like, do you do any bike workouts on the erg?
I used to do a lot.
Those are hard. So I still like do a bike workout. I'll do 2 bike workouts a week. So it's not like that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. That made the mileage increase easier for me because I was doing higher volume strength training, 30 to 40 miles a week of running, and like several hours of cross training.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, I just kind of want to run more. And I like pulled back on some of that. It was like adding 20 miles to the week was a piece of cake. But I feel like I had really extracted I feel like I had gotten all the fitness I was going to get out of 30 miles a week. Like it was definitely time for me to add more.
So I think I'm still milking progress with like 45 to 55. So why?
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's the same. It's like lifters do it too. Like remember Smolov when everyone was like,
oh yeah.
it's the same stuff. It's like, let me just add a ton because all these like, geared like powerlifters are doing this and they're strong.
And there's like the survive or die or like, that kind of mindset where it's like, just throw yourself into the most brutal program and like 90% chance of injury, 10% chance of getting super, super strong.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes like with runners, you can just like, if you just took a group of 100 runners and just threw 100 miles a week at all of them from like.
Some would get really good.
A few people would get really good really fast.
And a lot of people would get really injured. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think you see some like standout runners, even in like the social media era, you see some like random runners who just like decided that they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do these crazy things.
Yeah, but then you'll see that and then they'll be like in a cast like 3 weeks later.
Yeah. There's a few that I think are just freaks and it's like, that's cool. And I feel like I've gotten away with probably some more aggressive increases than I would recommend to most people. Yeah. But I think for most people that like volume progression should be pretty slow and steady. Yeah. So I think you're on the right track.
Yes.
Yeah.
There might be a time where like I am running a 2:42 and like I need to run more to hit those. But
granted, if you broke 3 on like the mileage that you've done, and then like just based on your progression, your mileage, I think if you're slow and steady, I think by the time you get to like 70 miles a week, I think you're going to be in the 240s for sure. Yeah. But just patience.
Yeah, I could see myself getting to 70, maybe not 90 or 100.
Yeah, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, who knows?
You never know till you get there. Like I thought that 60 was going to be a lot. Like when I jumped to 60, I was like, oh, this is kind of a lot. And then I sat with it for a while and I'm like, it's not bad. Yeah. It's like, you just get used to it. But like you were saying about the leg workout today, like I haven't done that kind of volume in a while. So it's kind of a lot.
So you're gonna think I'm crazy, but if you were like, let's run around the lake one more time, I could do it.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
Give me some carbs, I'm down. How do you usually stack your sessions, like when you have a lift and a run in the same day?
I usually take a break. Like I'll do one in the morning and one in the late afternoon.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Just so I usually eat. We also haven't eaten today.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I like to run first and then eat, get some work done,
Oh,
Here, I'll
wait,
hit
hold
this.
on. Can you move that over a little bit?
Yep. Yeah, I'll run first, eat, take a couple hours, get some things done, work a little bit, and then lift like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. On a good day. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. I'll usually lift first though, and sometimes run at night, which I don't like to do.
Well, evening runs are tough for me mentally. I can do it, but I feel like on days that I have an evening run planned, I just don't eat enough because I like don't want to be too full.
Have your stomach be upset?
Yeah, and so I can do that for like a day, but I think getting into the habit of running every evening, that'd be tricky diet-wise because I'll just like undereat
So
on evening run days.
I think in an ideal world, I would run around 9 or 10 a.m., have a snack, and then go lift in the afternoon. Sometimes with the personal training, I'll have a split shift though. So I'll work from like 6 a.m. till 11 a.m. and then I have to work again at night. So those days are really hard when I have to like crush it all in the afternoon.
Yeah, planning stuff around clients is difficult too. When I was busier in person, I would often have to get in like all my training in the like late afternoon between shifts, you know? So like work the morning shift,
yeah,
then train from like 2 to 4. And doing that after like being with 8 hours of clients is so mentally
and then sometimes
tough.
you don't want to be in the same gym. So I'll be like, I need to go to a different gym.
Yeah.
So that's been the hardest kind of struggle right now. But I think ideal world, I would run late morning, 8 or 9, and then go lift in the late afternoon.
That's not bad.
And then too, when it starts heating up too, that becomes another problem, which is hotter here than Minneapolis.
Oh yeah. I will be more likely to do like split my run into doubles
Yeah.
when it's really hot. Because like to just go out for like an easy 12 when it's really hot, even an easy 12 is just like really depletes you. You got to plan hydration. But if you break that into 6 and 6, you can just kind of go run, hydrate and stuff, and then go back out.
Yeah, I did some trail running, unfortunately, like in the middle of the day in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It was like 103.
Yeah. There's like no such thing as an easy.
No, even if you keep the effort, like it feet slow,
Yeah.
you're just destroyed after.
Yeah, it's just like being out in the hot sun.
Yeah.
Even just going and standing out there for 90 minutes, not running, like you would be
Which
kind of
leg
tired.
did I just do? My right leg.
Yeah, you're good. That's it. So shout out to Tim Riley for this idea. He asks all of his guests on his podcast this question, and I think it's a great question. But he does a rant and rave segment.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. So like you have to rant on something that you really don't like that you're seeing in fitness right now, but then you have to rave about something that you are seeing that you really like. So you can go either order, but give me a rant and give me a rave.
Can we start with the positive stuff? I don't like ranting.
Start with the positive. What do you like?
I do like with hybrid training getting popular, people are trying new things, which is really cool, and like getting outdoors more and trying sports that they might not have tried before, and that's really fun. And like seeing so many people out running is awesome, you know? And I just really love seeing people enjoy their fitness so much and making their fitness more fun. That's a good rave, right? And like people trying running. Like before I'd have a client and I'd be like, maybe like, why don't we run or try this? And they'd be like, no. But now I feel like it's easier to like get people to embrace
Yeah, there's so
running?
much.
Like people are a little more like, I'll try it.
There's a lot of negativity around it. Anytime something gets popular,
Yeah.
people like want to make fun of it.
Why?
And so there's like a lot of hybrid shit talking, making fun of high rocks, all that. But yeah, I think we should just embrace that people are getting into it. No matter how dumb you might think something is, if it's getting people doing healthy stuff. I think
if everyone's healthier
Yeah.
and like if people are running faster, like that's really cool.
Yeah.
It only makes everyone else better. And like more people doing sports and more visibility makes the sport better.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate like just seeing someone that like they've been working out for 20 years and instead of using that as like, I'm gonna use all my knowledge and expertise to help other people get fit, they're like, hybrid's stupid. And it's like, I don't know what
That makes
crawled
no
up their butt.
sense.
Yeah.
I also, honestly, if it weren't for like Instagram, I would not have my job. I probably would have never gotten into lifting.
Social media is great. I love it.
Yeah, like if social media didn't exist, I wouldn't probably have ever lifted because I never, like if you don't see women, you know, especially like being a woman, you don't see people competing at a high level, especially in like strongman and lifting. Like you're not gonna see that at a normal gym. I mean, now you do, which is awesome. But like when I started, you know, I got in college, I would just hang out at the gym when I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And like guys would be like, oh, the women's weights are in the other room. Like if I was trying to do heavy lunges, because all I knew how to do. So it's like, I feel like if social media didn't exist, none of us would be here doing this.
Yeah. Totally.
So yeah, I hate when people complain about social media. Oh, I have so many rants. Now I feel bad. I don't like when people are negative about social media because most of us wouldn't be doing this for a living if it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, I had another good one. What were we talking about?
It was rant and rave, like what do you love, what do you hate? But I couldn't agree more on the social media thing. It's like,
People hate on it all the time.
if you don't like it, you just don't like something about yourself and how you're choosing to use it.
Like, it's a great way to connect people with like people you would never meet. All my friends I've made on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be lifting. My life would be totally different if Instagram didn't exist.
I find stuff on there that I hate, and I'm like, I see why people hate this, but it's because I'm like intentionally just trying to see all the stuff that's out there and like call it like market research or whatever. It's like, what are the trends, whatever, and I'll find myself in some corner of it. I'm like, God, this sucks. But it's like, you have to dig yourself into that corner and so just like seek out more of what you want to see.
Yeah, you can totally make your Instagram what you want to see.
Yeah.
Mine's like cross-country skiers and like cute dogs.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. People will leave a bunch of like hate-filled comments on things, be like, how come everything is so divisive? It's like, because of you.
Yeah.
What do you want to do for lunges? Is it walking, stationary? What was the plan?
Walking.
If I could eliminate any exercise from the earth, it would be wall balls.
Really? They're so much fun.
Oh my God, I hate wall balls, dude. I'm surprised you don't hate them. Like for short people, I feel like they suck.
I think you can just meditate and zone out.
Oh man. To me, it's like the annoying part of like hanging a curtain or something, you know? With like your arms over your head for too long.